Oh boy, it's almost time for Yaminabe to release. I can't wait to see the quirky and probably completely off the rails chart the Project Sekai team is gonna give it. Can't possibly be that bad though, like it can't possibly be that much harder than What's Up Pop. Did the note speed just change? So yeah, there's a new mechanic this time. The last time I did a commentary video, it got more views than I was expecting, so I planned to do more, but I'm a lazy cat and never did. But come on, this is a huge occasion, I gotta say something about this. Now that we're all over the hype of the 4-finger charting that What's Up Pop introduced, considering there's still more stuff to talk about, that says something. Surprisingly, this chart doesn't abuse the hell out of 4-finger charting, even using it extremely creatively in parts like the lo-fi section. It's still spam heavy like how every cosMo song is though. But the main topic for today is this: changing note speed. My first thought upon seeing this was, how does this even begin to work? Will it just lock your note speed at the start, or can you still make it faster or slower? Upon playing the chart, I found out that it does actually let you change your note speed, and you can make it faster or slower. The speed changes are relative to your starting note speed. I'm not surprised they introduced this mechanic with Yaminabe, considering the song's whole gimmick is that it changes BPM from speeds like 100 to speeds like 300. But let's be honest, none of us expected this to happen, even in a 37. The most apparent source of difficulty is delaying your note inputs when the slower speeds come up. Faster speeds have the note on screen for less time, so it's easier to register when to press, but slower speeds make you time your presses really precisely, with the slight reward of being able to see the notes for longer and not having to have inhuman reaction speeds. This was why I play on note speed 10.5, and if you play on anything lower than 8, then you are a menace to society. And as expected, I really struggled to adjust to the slower note speeds at first. It does become doable, but it takes some getting used to, and it's definitely not sight readable. But remember how I said that faster speeds have the notes on screen for less time? Look at the final part! I couldn't even register the click pattern properly the first time I watched this. The chart of Yaminabe actually gets easier towards the end, with note density and pattern complexity going down noticeably from the first half. But the question is, can you still see what you have to do when you're being bombarded by notes faster than my school bombards us with assessments? Overall, even though it's an insane and completely off the rails mechanic, I really like it. Let's just hope the intensity of note speed changes stays about this level, otherwise Jinsei is going to be nausea-inducing. Alright, that's enough about the note speed changes. Now here's some patterns and references in the chart that I like because that's the Project Sekai charting specialty. These arrows every time the BPM rises in the second half. They're the same shape as the ones from the MP. This double slider with tiny notes in between them. This looks nice and also like a good challenge. This gold slider covering the entire board with notes on top of it. Somnolus charters have been doing this for years, and it's nice to see an official chart include this little challenge. It's actually not that hard, just plop your thumb below the judgment line and play the rest normally and it still counts. The number-shaped slider singing to the in the real song. By the way, 4 and 5 are probably missing because 7 probably ate them since they added to 9. Whatever the hell this slider flick mess is. And that's all I really got to say. Overall, I'm glad this chart was implemented, and I can't wait to start grinding to complete it. Project Sekai gameplay has admittedly not been all that spicy in terms of mechanics, but the community kinda shrugged that off because the charting system is amazing, so it's nice to see a mechanic like note speed changing. It's still insane though. This has me thinking though, both 37s so far introduced some new crazy thing to the game that shocked the community. For What's Up Pop it was the 4-finger charting, for Yaminabe it was the speed changing, and there's one song left from the Project Sekai Ultimate Song Contest. Jinsei. What's it gonna introduce? I made some predictions on Twitter already. I feel like nothing is really off limits now, because we all thought Project Sekai would never do anything like 4-finger charts and note speed changes, and they did it anyway. The charting team is clearly venturing far outside their already arbitrary boundaries. I'm kind of scared Jinsei will be a 38, since I can't even beat What's Up Pop with the healer team, pretty much equivalent to steroids. But when it releases, I'll make another commentary video so you all can hear my worthless opinion again. And that's all from me for now. Peace. Subscribe and follow my Twitter, cause only a small percent